Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. This week, I want to return to Wellington, Kansas, the community just south of Wichita, several miles, and show you a chrome postcard, a double view postcard view of two service stations or gasoline stations in Wellington. Both are marked as Derby Oil Company stations. You can see that in the picture we're looking at, and they appeared to be owned by the Landis Oil Company. I got that name from the back of the postcard, as well as over the front door of each of these establishments. They had a number one in town and a number two just outside of town, east a little ways. There's not a lot to be able to share with you about this card. Dating wise, we look at the cars in the top view. We see what we think, I'm not sure, is maybe a 1957 Oldsmobile. And in the lower view, you see the car with its door, the right not the driver's side, but the passenger side door open. And it's a white car with yellow paint also. And that we think is maybe a 1957 Dodge. If that's true, we know that the card is probably not older than this, but would date after those year dates. There's several things that I did want to point out that's pretty good. This, as I said earlier, both of them are Derby oil stations, or they were selling Derby petroleum products. Derby gas and the refining and everything was one of our Wichita industries for many years up north on 21st Street. And I can remember driving by there, with my folks. It's me sitting in the back seat usually. And it was a lot of activity, day or night, with men working and lights on, and it was a big deal. But all of that's gone now. The right below the Derby station sign, in the lower picture, you'll notice, as well as on the top picture too, the price of gasoline then, whenever this was, probably in the late 50s or early 60s, gas was 27 cents a gallon for regular and 30 cents a gallon for ethyl gas. The one other thing to look at on this card that you usually don't see anymore, just think about it, when the last time you saw a phone booth, a standalone phone booth out here kind of at the edge of the street next to this Derby oil sign. I have a small collection of phone booth postcards, and so if I find a second one of this someday, I'll put the one in my phone booth collection as well. But this is a good example of a documentary postcard, a local product being sold in Wellington, Kansas, just south of Wichita, and at the Landis Oil Company, their number one at the top and their number two station here in the lower picture. Well, that's all for today, folks, but we'll look forward to seeing you next week and another postcard of the week then. Thank you.